on the back end. We talked about Chung in goal. And Olivia Boyer will center Brianna Ricker and Lydia Brooks with Maggie Hunter and Jamie Ammons on defense. Sticks banging on the boards, and we are underway in the 25-26 Keene State Women's Hockey home opener. Here's Brianna Finke moving in on the near hash. Behind the net, Molly Price leaves it back in the near corner. And gets past Emily Edmonds. Now here's a chance early. Here's Brianna Ricker. Brooks in on goal, and the save is made by Chung. Big one early here for Keene.
Yeah, Chung already having to step up big, less than, 30 seconds into this first period. So that could be the story of the game for Chung. We'll see.
Emily Edmonds got caught pinching too far down, and it resulted in a 2-on-1. Brianna Ricker and Olivia Brooks. Brooks went forehand, backhand, and Chung made the save. Another save from Chung. That one off the shot from Olivia Boyer.
Yeah, Chung tested twice there in a row. Well, actually 3 times in a row, actually. The first one coming before the face-off, the last 2 back-to-back. So 3 shots already on goal, still 30 seconds into the game.
Obviously, Norwich, a very, very strong team. This is a look at head coach Rob Morgan's second season at the helm. He went in a pretty solid last season, and looking now to continue that this year. The Owls are 3-0 and 1-0 in the LEC. Norwich 1-1 overall and 1-0 in the LEC. That one gets past the stick of Emma McNeil, and now here's Brooks again. Fires one, that one blocked. The rebound sneaks through. An early tally from Norwich. Brianna Ricker gets the scoring started. It's 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, you could almost feel that one coming early with the, like I've said, 4 saves already, and then that 5th shot coming in already, and goal comes early for Norwich, like they've done all year so far to their opponents, winning games by quite the large margins.
Yeah, it was off the block shot, and then obviously a tough one for Chung to get over. It beats her 5-hole. Owls second line out there. Patrick, Norman, and McNeil. Under the stick of Cookenham. She'll chase after it. Patrick now behind the net. That one goes out to the stick of Lorelei Norman. Still battling for it right in front of the Zamboni door. And coming away with it is Ellie Patrick, also wearing an A this year, one of the 3 alternate captains. Ava Iantoska was named the captain earlier before this season started. Pass for Norman is intercepted, and now here come the Cadets. That one taken away. And now ahead for Maddie D'Souza, making a move. Maddie D'Souza now has some space. Takes the cutback and will wait in the corner. Wraps that one around. And here's Tabby Jones. And couldn't handle it too far. Now here comes Madeline Lyles. Lyles goes down before passing one out in front. They didn't get to anyone. The Owls take it away. About 2 minutes have passed here.
Tabby Jones made a really good defensive play there to try to get something going. It was like a 2-on-2 opportunity, and they just couldn't make anything from it, but definitely stem more from that.
Now that one's still bouncing around the yellow zone. Both teams really having some trouble handling the puck here early in the first couple minutes. That's Mallory Stewart. A shot, that one goes high over Chung. Up to Ellen Rees. Now chasing after it, Stewart in the corner, pokes it ahead. Tabby Jones there on the far hash. That one back down low. Owls needing to get this one out. They're unable. Here's Lyles. That one chipped out, but really just to the gloves of Ellen Rees. And Norwich will reset. Fly by there, and now Alex Leslie will get that one in deep. Now some physical contact behind the net. The fans love it back there. We play on. As Finke gets a stick on that one, rolling towards Sutherland, she will tie it up for an offensive zone faceoff.
Yeah, already getting a little chippy there on Keene State's end. It would be interesting to see if that keeps up here. Finke did a good job there to get the puck up and then force an attacking opportunity off his faceoff.
I believe it was Caroline DeMeo fighting with the Norwich player behind the net that really got the fans up on their feet. There's a shot from outside, never got through. Price got a stick on it, but stopped it on a dime. Now back skating behind her own net is Maggie Hunter, taken away by Ian Tosca. Down low for Finke, couldn't get there. Back to Hunter. And now up ahead, making a move there is Olivia Boyer. Now Olivia Brooks, that one taken away. And now intercepted by Hunter. Here's Wiseman. Brooks coming away with it, taken back by the Owls. To the stick of Brianna Finke, making a nice move, a nice feed there to Norman. Finke getting it back. Tries to fire one out before getting a change. It does go into the cadet zone, but goes right into a chest of a cadet player. That one thrown back in. Sutherland comes out of her net to play it. Now into the middle of the ice, Boyer. Here's McIntyre. And here comes Lauren Tuzik. She's got speed on the near boards. And knocked away. Good stick there by the Owls. Here's Brady off the stick of Anna Lisak. Here's Cookingham resetting things for the Cadets. Now Lisak fires one. That one got blocked. The Owls player goes down. Norwich still with control. Another shot in, the save by Chung. Here's Stewart in the far corner. Off a cadet skate and now handled again by Stewart. Not a great pass there. And it will be called for an icing.
Yeah, I mean, the puck movement has been phenomenal so far from Norwich. Seems like, you know, their handling has been perfect, and then also just knowing where each other are has been really successful. But King State's done well, I feel like, to weather the storm early. Outside of that first goal, haven't really had many opportunities since. Norwich.
There's a look at head coach Justin Simpson. The first season at the helm, 1-1 so far. Looking to carry on a legacy of a very strong Norwich team. Now that one taken away. Spinelli was looking for Jones. Now here comes Norwich entering the zone. A shot and paddled away by Chung. Here's Leslie, taken away by DeMeo. Wrapping around to the near boards. Stewart will battle for it. Nice move there, but a good better play by Maddie D'Souza. Trying to make a move in the corner. It's poked away. Now here is Grace McCluskey. DeMeo wraps that one up the boards again. Unable to chip it out and taken back by the Cadets. Nice move in on goal. Lyles is stopped by Chung.
What a move there by Lyles. I mean, dicey moves and gets a deep shot off, but Chung ready to go. Makes the save.
14:06 to go in the first period. The Owls still yet to record a shot on goal. Norwich already with 7. Now taking that one away is Ava Ian Tosca. She goes down from the contact. We play on. Whistle was blown.
It's going to be a penalty.
And there was a penalty call. Head referee Eric Steinberg, not related to me, by the way, will call the penalty.
You know, this happened the other night, actually, in women's volleyball. Someone's name was Elias. I swear to you.
Really?
So this is weird that this has happened now twice in the span of a couple weeks here, where the referee has been the same name somehow, some way as the commentator.
Natalie Huntmaker will be called for the 2-minute minor. The shot by Patrick never got through. Ian Tosca on the follow-up blocked as well. The shot, they score! Brianna Finke ties it at 1.
Yeah, Brianna Finke doing what she's done all last year and still doing it this year. And what a moment for the Owls to get their first goal of the season at home and tie up one of the top teams in the country.
That's Finke's 3rd of the year, a power play goal. 13:48 to go here in period number 1. Just like that, we have an all-square hockey game. First couple tries got blocked. Finke's shot originally got saved by Sutherland, but it eventually snuck through. And here's Brady. Dumped in. That was Ricker.
Good.
There's Molly Price. Up to Edmonds. She'll get the puck out. Finke trying to chip it ahead. Ian Tosca there for help, but taken back by Olivia Brooks. Finke into the middle of the ice. Price couldn't get there. Still applying the pressure. The Owls' first line will go for a change. Here's Brooks. Making a move. Good defense and back checking by the Owls. Now McNeil will poke one ahead. Back at center ice, controlled by Norwich. And now here's Alex Leslie. She'll bounce one off the boards, thrown around the net by Anna Lisak. Now here is Lisak. She'll curl. Howard's got a stick on it, but kept in by Reese. She'll play catch along near boards. In the corner now, cooking him. Or pardon me, that is Lisak. Centering pass, the shot. Schultz said no. Reese with the follow-up. And it got blocked. And I believe that puck went somewhere in the uniform of Ellie Patrick, so we'll get a whistle.
Yeah, man, Chung has just absolutely balled out, you could say, so far this game. Stood up to the task of facing one of the top teams in the country, as we've mentioned many times. But outside of the one goal, we've seen nothing but success from Chung.
12:25 to go here. The Owls only have one shot on goal, but it was the equalizer from Brianna Finke. They'll get this one out. No one touched it, and it will be an icing.
Key State's been stuck in that deep block for what feels like the whole game outside of their one counter coming from that goal, luckily for them. But they've just got to stay focused in that deep block and then see what they can get on the counter.
And they've had good sticks. They've been able to get stick on puck, stick on stick, really make that body contact where it's legal. That pass intercepted is another good example of it. That one from Emerson Spinelli. That one thrown into the corner. Leslie chases after it. She'll fire it back up the boards. Played down by DeMeo. That one off the skates of Brooks with speed. Right behind Tilde Bistrom. Now Bistrom still fighting. D'Souza puts pressure. And taken back by the Owls. Can they get it out? No. Great effort there by the Cadets. Now DeMeo. Good spin move. Another spin move. Fires one up the boards. The Owls are able to get it out. For a brief change, but now potentially an odd-man rush for Norwich. Here's Hunter. Into the middle. That's one poked away. Linz Bickler had a chance. There's Lyles throwing body contact there. Still behind the cage. A shot from a tough angle. Chung makes the save. The puck still loose. Players going down everywhere. Pass out in front, and Chung makes another save.
Chung is on absolute fire right now. Granted, it seems like every player on the ice was on the floor, was literally on the ice in that transition there, but what a game we've had so far.
Ai Chung with now 9 saves in the first 9 minutes. 10:58 to go here in the first 20. That pass deflected away, kept in. No, they won't. They're not able to keep it in. Tough play there on the blue line, but it's thrown back in deep. Edmonds behind her net. Chip pass there from Price. Couldn't get it to Ian Tosca. She comes away with it, though. Tries to cross it to Brianna Finke. She had Ian Tosca open on the boards. Took the riskier route instead. Now here's Good working behind the net. Edmonds is there as well. Centering pass. Here's a shot, and Chung makes another save. That was Riley McIntyre wide open in the slot. Here's McNeil. She goes down. The Owls still unable to come away with it. And that one poked away. Here's Norman. Ahead for McNeil. Throwing one in on goal, gloved by Sutherland, and she will tie one up for a whistle.
McNeil looked like she just wanted to get her name on the stat sheet. Had another shot on goal there. But now it presents a decent opportunity for K-State to get one early. And I think maybe the last, did Finke's goal come off of a face-off, Nick? Maybe.
It was
not.
about 20 seconds off the face-off. Multiple shots that got blocked. It ended up going to her, and then she was able to fire it home. But
so in terms of the thought process, not a horrible idea.
well, then again, yeah, you can get that shot, you get the whistle, just like they did right there.
Yeah.
The Owls went for a line change, and you were able to get an offensive face-off out of it. Now Norwich will have an offensive face-off, but it's really a smart play at the end of your shift. If you're tired, fire one in on goal, get that last bit of gas towards the goal to force the whistle, and then get yourself off the ice.
Not to mention when you've struggled trying to get the puck past, the opposite blue line, it's not a bad idea to get down there just thanks to the rules.
Shot's a shot too.
Yeah.
It's always a great saying in hockey is get pucks on net.
Yep.
No matter what, it will go in. I've scored from outside the blue line before. I've scored from really just inside the blue line on the boards.
Oh,
if
really?
you get it on net, it will go in. Now here's a shot. That one never got through. Blocked and out of play. That one came off the stick of Libby Lane. I still got to email Ryan that clip of me. He really wants to put it in there. I'm not sure if I'm really up to it, unless if I'm calling a good game, then don't put it in there. But if it's really like a one-sided blowout, you could always say, hey, look at my highlights.
The man of 74 jobs gets his 75th job of the year.
Yeah, there you go.
Ryan Hearn.
Here's Kensley Good. Stops on a dime, gets the puck taken away by Brooks. Both teams really struggling to possess the puck. Here's Rees. Down low. She'll get it back up top. A shot, that one got blocked. Now Price couldn't find Finke. Now Sticks battling for it out in front to save the rebound. Oh, Chung says no!
Are you kidding?
A desperation save to keep this game tied. That one chipped back out into the slot. A shot from the circle. The save by Chung once more. You gotta be kidding me.
Chung having the game of her life right now.
We still have 8:36 to go in the first period. She's already made 12 saves.
What more can you ask for out of Chung? She comes by way of Taiwan. Played at the San Jose Junior Sharks prior to here. And now making herself known in D3 hockey.
Yeah, she went 6-6 so far total in her career. A 222 goals against average, a 926 save percentage. Very solid numbers. As that one's deflected out of the zone off the stick of Emma McNeil. That one thrown in cross corner. Here's Stewart. McNeil trying to drop it back to her defenseman. Lyles fighting for it there. Here's Patrick. Scrum behind the net. DeMayo trying to move it. Caroline DeMayo getting physical, and will we get a penalty or a stoppage of play? Our helmet came off, so we will get a stoppage of play. Both of them will go to the box, so matching roughing penalties. And Madeline Lyles and Caroline DeMayo. We'll stay 5-on-5.
Honestly, I'm surprised it's taken this long for DeMayo to get into the box. It seems like she's been getting into it with a couple different players so far. But that's just kind of her attitude. I mean, good player, but fierce and, not afraid to show somebody up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely one of those physical presences on this Owls team. Obviously, you can't get too physical in women's hockey. You can't throw a big hit. You can't really throw a body check on the boards. But still definitely that physical presence where it's legal. And the fact that you were able to take Lyles to the box with you, and we are playing 4-on-4 actually, so it's not matching. It will be 4-on-4. Usually you don't see that too often. You go to 5-on-5 really. And after a whistle, Ian Tosca takes it away, centering pass. Finke moving in, the save by Sutherland. Great play there by Finke and Ian Tosca. Finke now tied up in the far corner. But now here's Tuzik. Drops it back. Good stick there by Ian Tosca. Into the middle. Nice move. In on goal. Chung makes the save.
Deja vu here in Keene, Teddy.
That's her 13th save of the night. That one came off the stick of Olivia Boyer. .114 to go left in 4-on-4 play. Here's Boyer. She'll curl, feed it up top. Hunter works it back, a shot, and Chung able to get the glove on it. A couple Owls fans watching on.
Yeah,
members of the Keene State rugby team.
Members of my household as well, actually.
And also friends of mine, yeah. Coming to watch Keene State women's hockey. As that one slowly thrown it on goal. Chung had trouble handling it. And now Norwich will still control. Here's Hunter. Boyer now. Good stick there. Still in the Owl zone. Hunter across. Gets it back. Here's Brooks. Trying to get some space. She'll shoot through a screen. It's blocked. Now Lorelei Norman will get it out of the zone. But here comes Norwich once again. Here's Brooks. Toe drag. Couldn't get enough on a shot.
Yeah, she just mishandled the puck a little bit there.
Great back check though with a good stick lift, but Mallory Stewart throws it down ice. And no icing, surprisingly. On 4-on-4, icing still called. That should have been an icing, but we play on. Here's Linsbacher. Drop pass intercepted by the Owls. Still controlled by Norwich. Here's Rees. Behind the net, good. That one back up to the point, a shot, and Chung makes the save. Some late whistle extracurricular from Maddie D'Souza. Emily Edmonds went down. Tucker Nightingale letting him hear it.
And Colin McLaughlin. Gotta love the support though. Quite a few fans here earlier for the men's game, but a lot of them showing back up here for the women's game.
Well, it's always better now that it's on Fridays and Saturday nights. Here's a shot. Chung turns it away and flutter puck there, but it's really, a lot of people are able to come out now because they have that time rather than a random weekday night like we had last year.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a nice little start to your evening. Whatever your evening plans might be, you could start your evening at a hockey game, which is always fun.
The Bruins have just started against Toronto. That game is in the 6th right now, just about a minute into that one. Ryan Tosca will keep that one in the zone. Finke chases after it with Rees. Here's Leslie. That one chipped out, but thrown back in by DeMeo. Owls delayed offsides. Their first line will go for a change. There's a stretch pass handled by Hutmaker. Cross corner dunk, DeMeo. Over to Beestrom. McNeil chips it out. Chasing after it, Norman. Putting good pressure there on Lauren Tuzik. Under 4.5 here to go in the first 20. And then McNeil able to come away with that. A good play there by Patrick. Taken away. In on goal. Chung makes another save.
17 saves by Ai Chung today. And might I add, all 17 were still in the first period of the game.
We still have 4:15 left in the first period. This is unbelievable by Ai Chung. That was only 2 shots on goal. Some shoves and pushes after the whistle, but the physicality's here. Ai Chung is here. We have a tie hockey game here in Keene.
Yeah, if you're head coach Justin Simpson, like we're looking at right now, you've got to be wondering how it's still tied at 1.
Yeah. And off the draw, able to keep it in. Good pass out in front, but taken away by the Owls. Here's Boyer, centering pass, still loose in front, whacked away and controlled by Keene State. That one comes out to the stick of Brady, and Norwich will go in transition once again. They are just so good at that. Boyer throws it in deep.
Yeah, well done there by Kensley Good as she handles the puck in the back to break up that pretty, decent attack there from Norwich.
That one chipped along, chasing after it, Maggie Hunter. Just skate behind the net. Weaves around Tabby Jones. And Ricker couldn't handle it. DeMeo, now Jones. That one stays in. The snow in front of the Norwich bench slowed the puck down. That may have been icing. But we play on. Now was delayed offsides. Ian Tosca will be careful. But Norwich takes it back. Here's DeMeo. Stewart. Into the skates of Finke, taken back by Lyles. Good physicality there by Finke. Stewart now over to DeMeo. Would have been a solid breakout there, but Norwich keeps it in. A shot, and Sean gets the glove on it, and the Owls clear it out. No one touches it. It will roll all the way down for an icing. 2:49 to go here, or 2:48 to go in the first period of play.
Yeah, what a game we've had so far. If you're watching from a neutral perspective, this is just about the best women's hockey game you could ask for as we've seen it this far.
Obviously, it's really been mainly all Norwich this period, but Keene State has been able to weather the storm. Chung has made some unbelievable saves. Keene State has done what they've needed to do at times defensively, and also they got the power play goal from Brianna Finke.
Yeah, it'll just be interesting down the stretch to see as Keene State starts to get tired, dealing, they're pretty much on defense the whole time. As they get tired, can they keep withstanding the pressure from Norwich?
You got a little thing here. Justin Simpson is at the door of his team's bench, chatting it over with head referee Eric Steinberg, trying to figure out, not sure, but
lots going on here in Keene, though, outside of this little conference. Well, Keene, but more like Keene State Athletics. Field hockey won the Little East Conference Championship today.
Back-to-back.
We had basketball earlier today as well. They got their season underway. Men's hockey last night, volleyball.
It's transition season, and it's a wonderful season here at Keene State as we're moving into the winter sports, but some fall sports still sticking around, like field hockey. Their 16th LEC championship, back-to-back. They blanked East Con 1-0 with a fourth quarter winner by Megan Delanis. Here's Alex Leslie over for Cookingham. Great pass there, the shot. Shum gets the glove on it. I don't know how many times I'm going to be saying that tonight, Carson, but I've already said it about 19 times.
You know what we could almost do is just take a button of like one of these buttons right here, have you record Chung makes the save, and I could just press it every time it happens.
We got to start getting the tally mark going down. We have some scrap paper around here, right?
I had a guy in high school we felt like he always would carry the ball. He was our best running back, and it was just Huffman, the ball carrier. Huffman, the ball carrier. Might as well just press a button every time. Save your breath.
Now McNeil in pursuit of Reese. She'll slide it over. McNeil gets a stick on it, but Brooks will now control. Gets a shot. It got blocked by Beestrom. Now a shot got blocked. That was off the stick of Lauren Tuzik. Here's Patrick. Stretch pass too far for McNeil, and another icing.
Yeah, we've seen Brooks be really successful. Well, so far, at least, creating chances, finishing those chances. She struggled, but it's really been the day of Chung so far.
1:47 to go here. The shots are very lopsided, 20-2, but yet we have a tie hockey game. Brianna Ricker got the scoring started 48 seconds in, and then Brianna Finke a few minutes later tied things up. Now that pass goes over the stick. Now the Owls have a 3-on-2. McNeil dumps it in deep. She'll go for a change. Norman in pursuit. Had a great read there, but didn't exactly know which way the defender was going to go. Now up ahead, here's Madeline Lyles. Nice move, in on goal, and it got knocked away. Now in the corner, that's McCluskey battling. Knocked down by Patrick. Here's Lindsbickler. That shot blocked, goes all the way to the corner. Minute 10 to go here in the first period.
Yeah, that was a good move by Lyles, but honestly a better defensive play there from Kensley Good as she, recovered quickly after kind of getting blown by. Recovered quick and made a big play there, so Lyles couldn't get the shot off.
And that was in the midst of a change. That pass deflected to the near hash. 40 seconds to go here. Now working away at it on the near circle. 3 cadets and 3 Owls. Here's Lisak coming away with it. She'll turn and shoot. It'll get blocked. Under 30 now. Taken away by Keene State. Here's D'Souza. Too far for Spinelli. Now battling for it on the blue line. A lot of board battles here tonight. At least in the first period. Icing's waved off. 10 seconds to go here in the first period. Now Stewart chasing after it. Few seconds, she'll give it away.